Hi, I'm Jed. This is going to be Infinity Slayer on Abandon, as you can see. I plugged in my mic today and it was really loud. I'm sorry if it's too loud. I lowered down its levels quite a bit. Seems to be overpowering the gameplay quite a lot. I don't know if I'm right. And so this is kind of an old gameplay. I was from Saturday, I believe. Alright, that's better. So right off the bat, I rushed their spawn. There's a lot of guys here. I shouldn't be rushing, but I was kind of having fun. And as a result, I could kind of spawn that kind of hits that they're not going to spawn there anymore. So obviously, I'm going to assume that. So I start, being really cautious. Just kind of, not really, I guess being too fixated on a spawn. That was hard to get out. But I got a nice spawn, and then I can rush right up to ring 3, which is not at all a place you want to be for too long. Unless you're just controlling it and you try to stopping them from controlling it because they're pushing it. But in no way should you just kind of expect to rain down fire on the other team, because most likely that's not the case. So I decided to rush in their spawn because I can tell right now that they're not going to spawn there again, because one of my teammates already rushed in and they're starting to spawn behind us. So I decided to kind of control a position in the map. The last thing you want to be is sandwich, is I guess a good way to explain it. You don't want them to get a split spawn, or not even a split spawn, like they're spawning behind you but you only got, say, 2 of them dead. That means the other 2 are on the beach side and the other 2 are on gold, and they're kind of sandwiching you. That's kind of annoying. If you're ever into that position, you have to do what you should have done in the beginning and kind of don't allow them to do that by taking out one of those 2 sides and force them to spawn in one area. That's why you kind of want to control ring 3, so you can have the most control of the map. But at the same time, you don't want to only control ring 3. You want to have control of the 2 sides of the map, the beach and the gold area, which is that lift in the back with the flag spawn. Yeah, and capture the flag. This isn't a very good capture the flag map, by the way. Yeah, the spawns are obviously extremely unequal, so it's kind of unfair. Where's the game volume? I have no idea if it's too much now. It's really hard to tell. Sometimes in the recording, my voice isn't as loud as it is, or sometimes it's louder. I have no idea. I get shotgun. I didn't expect the shotgun right there. Some things you can't avoid, but you need to learn from them. Like when I got killed by that shotgun guy, I'm really careful about crossing corners with people with, who are kind of hiding around corners, like the bolt shot right there. But once I grab the shotgun now, I'm just gonna play back to normal essentially, because now I know that a lot of them have the bolt shots, but the shotgun has so much range, as you can see right there, that you need to play extra careful. Be extra careful around the corners, because people tend not to miss with shotguns. It has more range, and you can just repeatedly shoot it. The reload's longer, but you have like 6 bullets in the clip, so you have to be really careful with it. The range in this game is just ridiculous. It can kill someone from a lot farther distance than it could from the previous Halo games. Noticeably a lot. And it does have that problem where, a guy who's weak, kinda, you have to get the 1 shot before you kill them from a decently far range. At least that's the way I felt with Halo Reach, in particular, and Halo 3. In this game, they'll just, if they're half shields and you're a good distance, they'll just die. You don't have to overcompensate for that distance. That ordnance isn't good enough to, regardless of your ordnance, you don't want to call it in immediately. Maybe if it's a rocket launcher or damage boost, you might want to call it in if you're in a good position. But right now, a shotgun saw speed boost, scatter shot. Regardless, aren't that good of guns to call in immediately, and don't want to risk dying and even losing them. So always make sure you're in a safe spot when you're calling ordinances, because obviously they can hear that. It's a loud exploding sound when it hits the ground. So it doesn't come as a surprise to anyone when they hear when you have a new gun or there's an ordinance down there and they need to rush you. So they'll probably expect it, because it's a pretty loud sound. You can hear it on your TV speakers, even if you don't have a headset. By the way, I recommend a headset, even if it's not the best. It's really nice to be able to hear reloads, hear gun sounds, hear even footsteps when in like 1v1s or quiet situations. Also with the saw, I don't think I've said this, you want to shoot it in really fast bursts, or short bursts. I learned that regardless of your range, because unless it's kind of like point blank, because it does so much more damage. I did not know that. It's really ridiculous. You can kill people extremely fast if you control the saw burst. If you're like kind of point blank, I guess it's no reason. But even if it's like a slightly kind of not really a lot of distance, like right here, I would still say probably burst it, because you kill people so much faster. Because apparently a lot of shots, there's a lot of spread, like most saws or automatic weapons are. So you need to burst it to get the maximum effect, but this is probably one of the most obvious cases of that, with the burst doing much more damage than just holding the trigger button. That was kind of a dumb move, but I was kind of stuck. I should have probably waited for that guy to jetpack, or wait for him to come to me, because he was clearly not throwing any nades. And I see most of these guys. Sorry for the weird. I have to hear myself on the slight delay when I talk, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, most of those guys were below me, so I was just gonna be patient and wait up there. So that's the end of the game. Please like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed. Subscribed if you enjoyed. So once again, thanks for watching. Bye bye.